My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And today I've been to Costa and had a almond milk cappuccino. Do you know they put 4 shots of espresso in it? Wow, amazing coffee, but my head's a bit blown. I love coffee, I love chocolate. I think it's the alkaloids that affect my brain. So those mornings will be when I film videos because it'll be raw, unfiltered. So today, slightly different. I was going to review my range, but I'm waiting for new labels and a massive relaunch. There's going to be 21 fragrances coming out. So once everything comes in, I'm going to be talking to you about the whole creative process and hopefully it will interest you. But today, I'm going to be reviewing, now you have to bear with me because I'm very dyslexic, I can barely speak English, so now I'm going to attempt French. So this is Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc, which means white sun apparently. So I love Tom Ford, I think it's an amazing range, but I haven't smelled stuff for about 8-10 years, something like that. I did Black Orchid the other day, which I absolutely love, got a thumbs up from me, totally Aaron Terence Hughes approved. So today, I don't know what this is like. So a friend gave me this to try, and let's see what it's like. So if I was creating a summer fragrance, I would want it to smell of what I think the beach, of summer, of lightness, but because it's Tom Ford, I'm going to hold it in higher esteem than other companies because I think Tom Ford used to be amazing, but I don't know. So if it was me, I would create it with the smell of a bit of suntan, coconut, the smell of tropical beaches, beautiful, beautiful, beautifulness, long lasting, very, very important. This is £131 for 50ml. So for £131, the moment something goes over £100, it's got to last longer than 12 hours. I mean, it has to. Otherwise, you're just paying for the name. So I don't care what the packaging's like. I care what's inside, and I care how it's created. I don't know anything about it. So the top notes are bergamot, cardamom, pink pepper, pistachio. Okay. The middle notes or heart notes are ylang ylang, jasmine and tuberose. I use masses of jasmine so I'll know whether it actually contains real jasmine. Base notes are benzoin, amber, tonka bean, coconut milk. So immediately tonka bean would be coumarin, coconut milk, a bit of vanilla thrown in, benzoin lovely, benzoate, jasmine, I don't know. I can create a really good jasmine accord, so I'm assuming it's going to be good. Bergamot, okay. Pistachio, so it could be interesting. God, that coffee's strong. Immediately taken to the beach. Tingliness is very, very good. So Tom Ford is always really well blended. So when something is really well blended, it means that you can't smell any particular notes. They don't sort of stick out. You don't get a boom of coconut. You don't get a boom of jasmine. You just get this beautiful rounded song coming through, which is why they're called notes, because they should sing together. But it does smell overly synthetic, which is disappointing. Disappointing for £131. It's warm, so the musk is giving it that warm, round feeling. So musk will give it the backbench, so it's going to give it the stage. So to me, the musk's fixatives give like the stage, the middle notes are the actors, the top notes are the clothes that they're wearing. So the clothes get ripped off and you're left with the sort of the naked shape of the fragrance, and the stage is the setting. So for this, the stage is a warm beach, as you'd expect. Loads of coumarin. It's a bit sickly. Disappointed, a little bit sickly sweet for my liking. I would have liked to have more sandalwoods. I think sandalwoods would have been fab with this. Yeah, it's a bit light. It's a bit sweet. Sticky sweet. I think it's definitely lending itself to more of a female fragrance. I would have liked some more sandalwood. Okay, I can smell the jasmine, I can smell the tuberose. Tuberose is it's a slightly bitter, spiky, floral note. It's not like rose, which is round, sweet, and can be pushed in sort of quite a lot of directions. Tuberose, it's not my personal favourite. It has a lot of fragrance allergens in, which means it's really, really heavily restricted. Yeah, it's nice. The tuberose and the jasmine sort of work very nice together. The accord is very, very nice. It's yeah, like a round thing. It's a very round fragrance. Not getting pistachio. I like pistachio. You're getting masses and masses of lift from the top notes. So the top notes are giving up that sort of projection, massive, massive projection. So Tom Ford fragrances are really, really good at projecting and longevity. So this is going to have massive projection. And that's through the fab way they create the fragrances. You have the top notes being supported really well by a robust musk. So I'm disappointed with the, it should have more woods in, I think. I think if I was going to create a summer beachy fragrance, I'd want more woods to support it. I think woods would really need to go into a fragrance, otherwise it smells like Malibu, you know, an alcoholic drink, and who wants to smell like that? Yeah, it's very fluffy. It's very sweet, very fluffy, very sort of feminine, which is a little bit disappointing. But it's very well created, it's very well balanced, very, 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 very well blended. You can't really smell any notes sticking out. It's sort of like a well blended accord. It's quite round, not very long. So when I mean a long fragrance, it means that you can smell the base, the middle and the top notes, and it's sort of supported. This is very round, short fragrance. I can't smell the ylang ylang. Maybe if it dries down, maybe after about a few hours you would smell the ylang ylang. Ylang ylan's sweet, so ylang ylang gives sweetness to what could potentially be a very bitter tuberose accord. Tuberose is quite bitter. So it's very, very heavily floral, very white floral accord. Very summery. It's a bit boring. I think it's a bit boring. I think it's a bit simple. Which is, I can tell you now, Tom Ford's fragrances are very, very complex, contain a lot of notes. They potentially are very exciting. You just find them incredibly exciting. But this feels very simple, very sort of linear, very, very simple, bit boring. But because the musk they're using, which is giving that sort of fluffiness right around the base, it's going to be very long lasting. So I would say this lasts between 8 to 10 hours with the amount of musk. I'd imagine it's about 20 to 30% the musk accord. But I think it's okay. It's okay, but disappointing. So, on to my final thoughts. I think if you want to smell sickly sweet, white floral, it's not very youthful, not very exciting, I think this would be for you. Do I think it's worth £131 for 50ml? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's got enough absolutes, and I would love to see some sandalwood. I think if this had some sandalwood in it, you would have that creamy, beautiful, woody background to it that this desperately needs, and I think that's what's missing. It sort of smells a bit towel-like, a bit beach-like, very, very synthetic, very disappointing. Okay, I can absolutely smell the tuberose. Now the tuberose is like a slightly bitter note mixed with the jasmine, mixed with the, I can sort of smell where they're going with the ylang ylang, the sort of sweetness right in the middle. Long lasting, well created, but boring. It's a bit beige, that's exactly what it is. It's a bit beige, a bit boring, a bit basic. So is this Tom Ford fragrance, which I can't pronounce because I'm dyslexic, White Sun, Soleil Blanc, Terence Hughes approved. No, it's not. My readings aren't followed. If I'm spending £131 on a fragrance, I want it to smell amazing. And this is losing the Tom Ford magic. There's no magic with it. It smells like a bit like suntan lotion. It smells a bit like suntan lotion wrapped in towels, wrapped in Malibu. Do I want to smell like that? No. Overly feminine, overly sweet, overly synthetic, and it's a shame because this could have been fantastic. I think if they toned down the sweetness, added some sandalwood, it would be fantastic. But it's not. I can understand sort of where they were going with it, but it's disappointing. So, thank you very much for this video today. I'll come back tomorrow with a new camera. Thank you for bearing with me with this crappy Canon. Thank you for bearing with me with this crappy Canon camera. Imagine saying that with dyslexia. So, I've got a new camera coming tomorrow. I've got some new fragrance reviews coming. And then I'm reviewing this week with a friend of mine. He's bringing some stuff. I don't know what he's bringing. Potentially very exciting. As soon as I get the labels, I'll start talking about my creative process. I think that's going to interest you. Unfortunate about this. I wouldn't buy it. But there you go. Hey ho. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.